could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 60 orange.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58, come on. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Second and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. That's good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and throw for it here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
eluding the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it?
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alexander Madison with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw now on first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is QT, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now a first down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run total.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Acho drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
And 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
From the 45 on second down, Murray, he's going to rifle. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense up the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Kill, 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 kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check your hot read. Check 26, check 26. Hey, hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Going on the ground with Madison. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Another carry now for Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And Tate's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Murray now on 1st down. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Will Dissly, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Tate. A quick feed from Tate. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 43.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he's brought down. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down and goal to go.
Ready. Any weapon. What we got? Slam.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Miami, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad.